My name is Duddy, so builds and stuff. I've got a right wacky combo again for you, but this build absolutely shreds. Loads of survivability, healing on tap. Look at this, I'm getting bounced all over the place. Look at my overshield, look at my health. It's absolutely crazy. We're going to be featuring Hoarfrost-Z and Slayer's Fang, and this combo is well wacky. It reminds me of peanut butter and jelly. It shouldn't work, but it does, so stay with me. I'll show you how these two work together to create this absolute monster of a Stasis Titan build. So much survivability, so much healing, but we're going to be featuring the Slayer's Fang, and this paired up with Stasis crystals does some magnificent things. Shatter damage and void submunitions, shattering things left, right and centre. Absolutely loads of damage. Look at this. Watch these get cleared out. Bosh. Stay with me, I'll break it all down. We'll start off with the Hoarfrost-Z. What this does, while you have a Stasis super equipped, once you cast your barricade, it'll change that barricade into a wall of Stasis crystals that slows nearby targets. It also gives you increased reload speed and handling. Just like so, a little breakdown what it does. It creates Stasis crystals whenever you use your class ability, and then you can break them crystals to get yourself some frost armor via tectonic harvest. Every time you shatter a Stasis crystal or frozen target, it's going to create a Stasis shard. Pick these up and you're going to get frost armor up to ×8, which we'll go into. Now, as well as casting your Stasis wall like so via the Hoarfrost-Z, obviously, like I said, with the tectonic harvest, you're going to see that frost armor going up, but there is multiple ways we can improve that frost armor gain as well, just like so. And what I'm doing is I'm using some Rime steel weapons as well as the tectonic harvest, so we're always going to have a ×8 frost armor going pretty much all of the time. Something like Stay Frosty. There's loads of Rime Stealer weapons in the game at the moment. I'll show you some more as we go, but I'm just basically using Rime Stealer and Tectonic Harvest, using the Hoarfrost-Z just to give myself that ×8 frost armor pretty much consistently all of the time. ×8 frost armor is 36% damage reduction. Served Cold is an artifact perk that doesn't get used. Every time you pick up a Stasis shard, it's going to grant you class ability, and you can literally just keep spamming these Stasis crystals whenever you feel fit to do it, and you can just literally keep your frost armor going like that with your Rime Stealer weapons. The other aspect I like to run is Diamond Lance. This one is very, very good in my opinion. This creates the Diamond Lances that you're going to be able to throw or slam to the ground to freeze like nearby targets, which is extremely helpful, just like so. I find these little Diamond Lances extremely useful. Now, if you run Whisper of Refraction on top of the Served Cold, every time you defeat a slowed or frozen target, it's going to grant you class ability. So you've literally got infinite class ability, infinite Stasis shards via the Hoarfrost-Z. That little combo is crazy. If you add in Whisper of Fissures, increase the damage and the size and the burst of Stasis when you destroy a crystal. Add Clay Galore, really, really good fragment. The other one I like to run with this build is Whisper of Shards. Shattering the Stasis crystal temporarily boosts your grenade recharge rate. Obviously, throw any Glacier Grenade or your Hoarfrost-Z crystals will boost your grenade recharge rate. Whisper of Conduction to make all the Stasis shards track to your position so you don't have to run around and collect them. And then Whisper of Rime, this is what you need to get your ×8 frost armor. This will maximize your ×8. You only get ×5 if you don't run that one. And then lastly, the one we've touched on, Whisper of Refraction. Defeating slowed or frozen combatants grants you class ability energy. As well as having ×8 frost armor, I really wanted to put healing onto this build as well. So on the class item Powerful Attraction, automatically collects nearby orbs of power when you activate your class ability. So every time you use your Stasis wall of crystals, you're going to pick up them nearby orbs like so. My health comes back, look at that. What I'm doing is I'm using a couple of leg mods that are really, really good for this type of build. The better already, your health begins to regenerate immediately after picking up an orb of power, and then Recuperation replenishes health each time you pick up an orb of power. Like so, you're going to create loads of orbs via your void siphons and your Stasis siphons, which we'll show you. So you can literally have your ×8 frost armor going. It's ×3 at the moment, but I'm just showing you some little ideas. Pick them orbs up via you run over them, or you can also use your Powerful Attraction, and you're literally just going to get your health back all of the time whilst keeping your ×8 frost armor going all of the time as well. So it all works together, bit of resistance, bit of healing, really, really nice. So that's the survivability sort of part of the build. Now add Slayer's Fang into this, dealing final blows to targets, grants Night Worn Sight. During that time, final blows grant true sight, reload speed and precision damage is increased, and Submunitions also weaken targets. Now you've got Repulsor Brace on that, which is just more survivability. Defeating a void debuff target creates an overshield. You're going to get loads of void debuff targets via the Night Worn Sight. The other one, which I'm going to focus on too much just yet, is Heart Piercer. Rounds from this weapon shatter into Submunitions on impact. So we'll focus on that in a moment. But you'll just see here via the Repulsor Brace. Again, I ain't got the ×8 Frost Armor because I'm just showing you, but once you've got everything going, you're going to have your ×8 Frost Armor, healing from your leg mods, better already, etc. If you run Reaper, you're going to be using your class ability loads, and then Void Siphon, you're going to get loads of kills via Void Siphon. This is going to create your orbs to get your healing for your leg mods, so it all works perfectly nice together. Now, Heart Piercer on this shotgun is severely underrated and somewhat underused a little bit in my opinion. Rounds from this weapon shatter into Submunition on impact. It's obviously good against Overload champions, but if you pair that up with Stasis Crystals, for example, now Stasis Crystals do some really nice shattering effects anyway. Now you're going to have weakening on top of the shattering effects and all these void Submunitions flying around the map left, right and centre, just getting you kills behind you that you don't even know. And you can actually use the Stasis Crystals, the Whisper of Fishes, and the Void Submunitions to do some really, really nice damage. So this is just a quick example, and I'm going to show you it working in a GM and some of the hardest difficulty loss sectors in the game. So stay with me, but this is just basically using the Void Submunitions. You'll see there, I've got my Overshield going from the Repulsor Brace. I've got the Weakening going, I've got the Night Worn Sight going. And then you literally throw your Stasis Crystals down, pick your Diamond Lance up, get your Frost Armor, nice and going, put your Stasis Wall down to collect your orbs for your healing, and you're just ready to go. Just quickly, you can add other Rhyme Stealer weapons into the game, like Surrounded Sophia. You can also run Unrelented Surrounded Ill Omen. Unrelenting is excellent. The new Heretic's Favour, Rhyme Stealer Bipod. And then Chivalric Fire is one of my favourite swords in the game. This is just to add Repulsor Brace to that via your Night Worn Sight on the shotgun. Weakening, just another couple of options. But once you've sort of got everything going, you're freezing everything anyway, which negates a lot of damage via your Diamond Lances, your Glacier Grenade and your Hoarfrost-Z. And you're really, really tanky. And all these little Void Submunitions from the Heart Piercer just fly around the map and kill everything that's frozen as well. Plus all the shatter damage from Stasis, and it just all works really nicely together. I just want to show you how much damage you can sort of do against the Overload champion without having any weakening on tap, just being able to infinitely freeze. And the next few clips you're going to see some even more damage going. It's absolutely crazy. Watch this Overload champion, and this is a mixture of the Void Submunitions, the weakening, and all the shatter effects. It just gets absolutely rinsed. It's just free damage basically from the Whisper of Fishes and the Void Submunitions. And again, look, ×8 Frost Armor pretty much all of the time. You can get that Overshield going from Repulsor Brace as well. And on top of that, like I said, I know I keep banging on about it, but you can put that class ability down anytime you want to collect them orbs and give yourself some healing. I'm getting bounced around the map here, left, right and centre, it's nuts. But my health pretty much stayed full all of the time. Bit more damage to show you what it can actually do when you hit something with a Stasis Grenade. Just that shatter effects on top of the extra damage that you get from the weakening is very, very noticeable. And you'll just see these Void Submunitions flying around the map. It's absolutely crazy. Just shattering everything in sight. It just works so, so good. As well as the survivability from the Frost Armor and everything else that I've shown you, don't forget when you actually freeze things, you negate a lot of damage anyway. So if you're up close, I mean, this one's not really the best sort of one to show you it in because you get attacked from all different types of angles, but mainly if you're up close, you won't be taking much damage anyway because everything's frozen. It's only the stuff in the background that's shooting me, but I've got plenty of resistance to cover that, so it just works nicely. And that Overload again, one of them got wrecked. There was actually two there, and you'll see again in this clip here, he's going to get absolutely rinsed. And I'm also going to show you it working in the GM as well. Also absolutely destroying some tanky enemies in the GM. Just for example, the start of Corrupted, you know, these guys are usually pretty tanky. I was just using my Ram Stealer rocket launcher there just to get a nice stack going. Just build it up slowly and put your Hoarfrost-Z down and then smash. It just gets absolutely smashed. You've also got obviously all this season, all different types of seasonal artifact perks that cover Stasis. They're just added bonuses to the build. This build will still work next season without these artifact mods. They're just there to help you. Things like Hail the Storm will give you a bit of extra damage on your Stasis crystals, but they're definitely not needed. So this build will stick around for a very long time. And again, you can literally just tank for everything. It is so good. The other thing I noticed again, I know I've said it in a couple of my videos, but the Roman super buff, especially for the Behemoth, it just seems like, I don't know, but I had about 10 supers in this strike, so you get loads of supers. Quick little clip of me getting my health back by them mods in a tricky situation. Look at my health there, right back up to full again. So it's really good. And then obviously again, you just building up that frost armor, smashing the crystals. What I'm going to do is I'll leave the sort of mods here, and I'll also leave a dim link in the video description, so you can just copy and paste to that if you need to. Let me know what you think of this build. Very wacky, but it just works. It's so good. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.